I am Sanchez, and I am standing here in front of you to address my message to ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights about the indigenous and minority groups in ASEAN countries. The countries of the Association Southeast Asian Nation are countries rich with diverse culture and indigenous groups. The Philippines has their Lumads, Myanmar has the Rohingya, the Hmong of Laos, and so many more. All of these groups contribute to each nation's identity. But however, instead of being celebrated for it, most of them are being outcast and even worse, persecuted. The Lumad Tribes in the islands of Mindanao and the Philippines have been fighting for their rights for their ancestral lands for many decades. A lot of them are being forced out of their homes so that the mining companies can convert their lands into mines. The Rohingya of Myanmar are being forced out of the country by their own countrymen just because they are from a different ethnicity. The Rohingya people have been described by the United Nations as the most discriminated people in the world. The Hmong crisis in Laos remains as one of the longest unsolved crises in the Southeast Asian region. Only some advocacy groups such as Human Rights Watch have raised their voice on behalf of the Hmong people, aiming to draw international attention over this seemingly forgotten humanitarian crisis. These are just a few examples. A lot of minority groups are facing discrimination in Southeast Asian countries. Luckily, in 2009, ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights was inaugurated by the ASEAN leaders. It is my hope that this commission does everything in its power to promote the rights of all the indigenous and minority groups.